Successful leaders don't just work harder, they work smarter. In fact, research shows that 85% of executives say their productivity is directly tied to their ability to stay focused. Yet, most of us struggle with distractions every 11 minutes during the workday. Imagine how much more you could accomplish if you could focus for longer stretches of time. The good news? You can. In this video, we're diving into the surprising habits that keep top leaders productive. From the secret routines they swear by to the little-known techniques that boost focus, we'll break down exactly what the most successful leaders do to stay on top of their game. You'll learn why multitasking might be ruining your productivity, how a tiny habit can lead to huge results, and the shocking reason why your energy levels are just as important as your time. Stick around for strategies that are backed by science and used by the world's top CEOs. You won't want to miss these insider tips that could change the way you work forever. Chapter 1. The Power of Laser Focus. Tuning out the noise. Successful leaders know that focus is everything. You can't lead effectively if you're constantly distracted. Research shows that people are interrupted every 11 minutes at work, and it takes an average of 25 minutes to get back on task. Leaders tackle this issue by creating blocks of uninterrupted time. One strategy is the Power Hour, where they dedicate a full hour to one task with zero distractions. This could mean turning off your phone, closing email tabs, and setting a "Do Not Disturb" message. Many leaders swear by deep work, a concept popularized by Cal Newport. Newport says that focus is like a muscle that needs regular exercise. He believes that working in a deep, focused state can lead to results that are 10x more productive than multitasking. Leaders also use the Pomodoro technique to break their work into 25-minute sprints, followed by a 5-minute break. This keeps their brain fresh and minimizes burnout. They understand that staying focused is more than just turning off notifications. It's about creating an environment where distractions are eliminated. Some leaders schedule Focus Fridays, where they leave their calendar open only for deep work. Others use noise-canceling headphones to block out the sounds of a busy office. The key is to create an atmosphere that encourages concentration and blocks out external distractions. It's also about controlling your inner distractions. Many leaders practice mindfulness meditation to clear their minds. A 2012 Harvard study found that mindfulness training can improve your ability to focus and reduce stress. This means that successful leaders don't just block external distractions, they train their minds to focus on the task at hand. Leaders like Steve Jobs were notorious for their single-minded focus. He often encouraged his team to focus on the simple things and block out everything else. This isn't just about reducing distractions but also about prioritizing what truly matters. Chapter 2. The 3-minute rule. Tiny habits, big results. Leaders know that taking big tasks head-on can feel overwhelming. That's why many successful leaders rely on a powerful strategy called the 3-minute rule. This rule is simple. Start any task by dedicating just 3 minutes to it. In those first 3 minutes, you dive into the task without overthinking it. Research shows that getting started is often the hardest part. Once you overcome that initial resistance, it's much easier to keep going. The 3-minute rule makes the task feel smaller and more manageable, which lowers procrastination. It's not just about starting small, it's about building momentum. The longer you work, the easier it gets. This concept is rooted in what psychologists call the Zeigarnik effect, which suggests that incomplete tasks are easier to remember, and thus, easier to pick up again. Leaders use this principle to break tasks into bite-sized pieces, making them feel less intimidating. For example, if you're writing a report, the 3-minute rule could mean writing 1 sentence to get started. After that, the task feels less daunting. There's also power in creating tiny habits. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, argues that small habits, when compounded over time, lead to massive success. Leaders who implement this principle see incremental progress, which adds up to big results. A tiny habit could be as simple as checking emails for 3 minutes at the start of the day. By the end of the week, those small tasks result in a much larger sense of accomplishment. This rule isn't just for work. It applies to exercise, reading, or any task you want to build into a habit. It's all about overcoming inertia and getting started. The key is consistency. Leaders know that productivity doesn't come from doing everything in one go, but from taking those small steps each day. In fact, 3-minute tasks can give you a sense of achievement that motivates you to keep going. If you're finding these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and strategies that will take your productivity to the next level. Chapter 3. Energy over time. How the best leaders manage their power. Time management is important, but energy management is crucial. The most successful leaders understand that their productivity isn't just about managing hours, it's about managing their energy. A study by Tony Schwartz and Catherine McCarthy found that high performers work in intense bursts, followed by recovery periods. This idea is rooted in the understanding that the brain and body need time to recharge in order to remain productive. Leaders often start their day with a high-energy morning routine. Many wake up at 5 a.m., engaging in physical activity like yoga, running, or weightlifting to kickstart their energy levels. Research shows that exercising in the morning improves both mood and focus throughout the day. After exercising, they fuel their bodies with healthy meals that provide sustained energy, avoiding quick fixes like sugar or caffeine. Throughout the day, leaders take regular breaks to recharge. The idea of the 90-minute work cycle, proposed by ultradian rhythm expert Nathaniel Kleitman, suggests that we work best in 90-minute intervals, followed by a break. Leaders who adopt this cycle find they are more productive and less fatigued. Steve Jobs was known for his habit of taking power naps during the day to keep his energy levels up. By listening to their bodies, leaders ensure they maintain high performance without burning out. Energy isn't just physical, it's mental, too. Successful leaders regularly practice mental exercises, such as meditation or journaling, to reduce stress and keep their minds sharp. Mental recovery is just as vital as physical recovery in sustaining long-term productivity. Harvard Business Review suggests that leaders who practice mindfulness have higher levels of emotional intelligence, which allows them to stay calm under pressure and make better decisions. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay updated on future strategies for success. Chapter 4. The Art of Saying No. Prioritizing like a pro. Successful leaders are experts in saying no. It's not about being rude, it's about understanding that saying yes to everything means you spread yourself too thin. Warren Buffett famously said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." Leaders are selective with their time because they know that every yes is a commitment that requires energy and focus. One powerful strategy is using the 3 yeses rule. This involves carefully selecting 3 projects or goals that you'll commit to and saying no to everything else. This forces you to focus on what truly aligns with your goals and values. Leaders who use this rule often find that their productivity soars because they can give full attention to a limited number of high-priority tasks. Many successful leaders also practice saying no in the form of delegating tasks. As the saying goes, delegate or die. They understand that they can't do everything themselves. Instead, they empower their teams by trusting them with responsibilities. This enables leaders to focus on the areas where they add the most value. Saying no also applies to how leaders manage their time. Many use time blocking techniques, where they schedule specific blocks of time for different tasks. By doing so, they avoid the temptation to take on too much or get sidetracked by distractions. Leaders know that saying no is about creating space for the things that truly matter. Chapter 5. Unseen Routines. Behind-the-scenes secrets to success. Behind every successful leader is a set of hidden routines that keep them on track. These routines are often simple but powerful. For example, many leaders start their day by reading or journaling. This helps them set their intentions and gather ideas for the day. Studies show that writing down your goals increases the likelihood of achieving them by 42%. One lesser-known routine is the practice of early reflection. Successful leaders often take time in the morning or evening to reflect on their goals, progress, and obstacles. By reviewing their day or week, they keep themselves aligned with their long-term vision. This kind of reflection helps leaders stay focused and avoid burnout. Another secret is the power of a morning ritual. Leaders like Tim Ferriss and Oprah Winfrey swear by their morning rituals. Whether it's a cup of tea, stretching, or reading, these habits ground them and set a positive tone for the day. This routine is a form of self-care that ensures leaders have the mental clarity to take on challenges. These routines aren't just about productivity, they also support overall well-being. Leaders know that their ability to stay productive depends on how well they take care of themselves, mentally and physically. Some even set off-limits hours where they disconnect from work to recharge. Chapter 6. Mind over multitasking. Why leaders do less to achieve more. Multitasking might seem like a productivity hack, but leaders know better. Research shows that multitasking actually reduces efficiency by 40%. It splits our attention and makes us more prone to mistakes. Leaders embrace single tasking, focusing on one thing at a time to give it their full attention. This mindset has been proven to increase productivity and reduce stress. Leaders also recognize the importance of cognitive load. Our brains can only handle so much at once, and overloading them with tasks can cause burnout. Instead of juggling multiple projects, leaders prioritize what's most important and complete it before moving on to the next. Eliminating multitasking also means saying no to distractions. Instead of checking emails or phone notifications while working, leaders create deep work sessions where they focus solely on one task for a set period. This approach has been proven to lead to higher quality work and faster results. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are prime examples of leaders who practice single tasking. They often block out large chunks of time in their calendars to work on key projects without interruption. By doing less, they achieve more, producing innovative solutions that impact entire industries. If you found these tips useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more powerful strategies to improve your productivity and leadership skills.